this message is for you if you have big dreams that you are already working on or you want to work towards, but you can't focus or spend time on them because there are so many current projects, goals, dreams that you already have on your plate. And if you are a leader, right, you probably would have heard before that you need to say no more often from many people. And maybe you think, I get it. But the truth is that most leaders are terrible at saying no. And because of that, they're leaving money on the table. Let me show you how. The difference between successful CEOs and those who burn out, do you know what is the difference? It is not their ability to work harder. It is the ability to say no to things that don't move the needle. Anybody can ask, what should I do more? Anybody can ask, what else should I do? It is the question on the other side, what should I stop doing? This is the question which good leaders ask, which strong leaders ask, which allow them to take the next quantum leap, the next leap in their business, in their growth. So here is the deal, right? Every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve your bigger goals, you're not just wasting time, you're actually also wasting opportunity. And that is costing you millions. Think about it. How many times have you agreed to a meeting, a project, or a task out of obligation? You don't want to be the bad person, so you say yes. You don't want to disappoint somebody or disrespect somebody, so you say yes. Recently, I had a client come to me, a wonderful, amazing leader, running a growing company, but they were drowning. They were literally drowning in the day-to-day. And between running the business, taking care of their family, and then saying yes to every request that came their way because they were supposed to solve everybody else's problems, they were completely stuck. They felt overwhelmed, overworked, and were barely keeping their head above water. Does that sound familiar? Let me tell you something. If you're saying yes to everything, you're basically saying no to the things that will actually drive revenue, that will actually boost profits, and that will actually move the needle for your business. And during one of our sessions, this leader was in full burnout mode. They hadn't slept properly in days. They were having constant stress and even panic attacks. And they were trying to juggle their business while also handling multiple family responsibilities. And slowly, it was all catching up to them. At one point, they said to me, I would be a horrible person if I walked away right now. Everyone needs me. And that is the trap. Everyone needs me is a huge, huge trap if you have big dreams as a CEO, as a leader. At the same time, we all do that, right? We convince ourselves that we have to be everything for everybody. And here is the hard truth. Being a great leader doesn't mean saying yes to everything. It means knowing what to cut out. I told this person, what you think is being selfless? Sacrificing your time, your energy for others is actually selfish. Because you're not taking care of the most important person in your life, which is you, yourself. And until you start saying no to what doesn't serve your bigger vision, this business, whatever that business that you want, you're not moving forward in that. Until you can start saying no to what doesn't serve the bigger picture, you are stuck in the incremental progress. You're never getting there. And let me tell you why this is so important. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your big mission, you're putting yourself further away from the things that will generate momentum for the big mission. You're wasting valuable energy on things which, even if they all work out, they will not produce more than incremental progress. And in business, that means lost revenue and missed opportunities. Here is the shift that you need to make. Stop thinking that saying no is selfish. It is not. It is the most selfless thing that you can do. Because when you protect your time, your energy, your focus, that's when you can actually give your best to the things that matter and the things that will help you generate millions in revenue in the coming years. So here is what I want you to do. If you can relate to this, here is what I want you to do starting today. This is how you take back control of your life once again and drive the results, drive meaningful results rather than just being busy. Step 1. Write down each one of your current commitments. Yes, every single one. Take a look at your calendar. Open up your calendar right now. Take a look at your projects and tasks, your to-do list, and ask yourself, how many of these are actually moving the needle towards my big mission, towards what I really want to produce in the world? Step 2 is very simple but not easy. Now say no to one of those things right now. Say no to one of your commitments right now. Now that could be a meeting that you can cancel. That could be a project you can either delegate or totally drop. But just pick one thing from your list of commitments and cut it out. And don't overthink it, just do it. And step 3, from now on, every request, everything that comes your way, make no your default rather than yes being the default. And every time something comes up, I want you to ask yourself, does this align with my bigger mission? Does this align with my bigger goals? Does this align with my bigger dream? And if the answer is no, then don't hesitate to say no. You will be amazed how much space this creates for real growth, the real big, bold, ambitious growth that you really want to make happen from the bottom of your heart. Look, saying no is not just about protecting your time. It's not about being rude or being nice or being selfish. It is about making your business thrive. It is about saying that this is important and I'll do that. Right? You're not saying no to somebody because they are not important. You're saying no to somebody because there is something that is more important to you, which you have consciously chosen. The leaders who know how to set boundaries, who focus on high impact activities, they are the ones who see massive growth. They are the ones who get their time back and still make millions. So the next time you are asked to take on one more thing, think about this. What are you really saying yes to? Because if it is not driving you closer to your big goals, you're saying no to something more valuable, your time, your money, and your sanity. And trust me, you deserve better than that. Remember, it is not about being busy. It is about being busy at the right things. It is not about simply activity. It is about meaningful action. And that starts with saying no and giving and placing a very high value to every yes, every commitment that you make in the future.